So in this video I'm going to show you how to disassemble the SSR63 A3. First we remove the handguard, just push this pin from the other side and remove it. Then take off the handguard. Then remove the magwell, again this pin, push it from the right side, take the pin out, pull this little lever here and just flip it off like this and remove it. Then we have on the other side those two screws. Remove those. Just a few turns should be enough to disengage with the nut on the other side. And then you can push it through from this side. Be careful if you lose the nut. Just pull it aside and pull out those screws. Then we have two more screws under the handguard. Just pull back this cover here and I tuck it under so it doesn't go back and I can achieve those, access those screws. Here again, be careful to not scratch your handguard because you have to go in this angle here and you can easily scratch your handguard if you're not careful. Just untighten those two screws and remove them. Then just slide out the whole outer barrel and remove it. Then we have this screw on the back side of the motor. Remove that. You can take off this part and then we can untighten those screws. From both sides. I just loosen it a bit that I can grab the screw and then you can pull it out with this sleeve. And then if you remove the upper receiver, just take it off like this. Be careful with your cables not to rip them apart. And then put it on semi. It's very important to have on semi. And push in this pin. It goes from both sides, it doesn't matter. Remove this pin. And then when you take out the gearbox, just, as I said, be on semi, have the fire selector on semi, and then just pull out very carefully the whole gearbox. Be careful to not push it against this part, and slide out like this. Here's a small spring, so be also careful to not lose this. It might jump away easily, so I remove it. If you want to disassemble the fire selector, we have 1.5mm Allen key here on the side of the fire selector. Just untighten a little bit. You don't have to remove it all the way so you don't lose it. And then just take it off. From the other side the same. On the left side, be careful. There's a small spring and a pin under it so you don't lose it. Put the pin aside. And then we can just rotate this whole part, let the gears, this teeth disengage all the way up, and then just put them out. To disassemble the inner barrel assembly from the A3, just push in the chamber a little bit and rotate clockwise 90 degrees and just pull it out. You can remove this spring. Then we have this C-clip here which holds the barrel in place. Just remove it, slide down the wheel. Be careful, here is a tensioner under the wheel. Don't loosen this one. Remove the wheel and slide out the barrel. If the bucking stays in the chamber, like in my case right now, I use the barrel and put some pressure to the bucking just to create some friction, and then pull it out carefully. Like this. Good.